Just for now, just for now, just for now, just for now, just for now.
Hey everyone, I'm gonna start with a moisturizer from Olay and then I'm gonna put foundation. This is from Max Factor Ageless Elixir 2-in-1 Foundation plus Serum, and I'm just going to apply that all over my face using my fingers. As you can see, I have some imperfections or dark spots on the side of my mouth and on my chin area, so I'm just going to conceal that by building on the foundation in these areas. I'm just going to blend that lightly with my fingers. Next, I'm moving on to concealer, and I'm using the Hidden Agenda Concealer Palette from Sonia Kashuk. I'm just using the yellow-based concealer from the mix, and I'm going to apply that under my eyes, on the top of my brows, just to give me an instant eye lift, and I'm also going to apply that on the bridge of my nose. And then I'm gonna put some on the side of my nose, on the sides of my nose, inner eye area and on my chin. So now I'm just going to blend the concealer onto my skin using my ring finger. And then I'm also going to use a foundation brush just to blend the edges of the concealer that I've put on, just to give myself a more seamless finish. Now as you can see, I have better looking skin than when I started. Just to set my foundation and my concealer, I'm going to use loose powder. This one is from NYX in medium brown, and I'm using a big powder brush just to apply that all over my face. For my brows, I'm using the shade Buck from the Naked One palette, and with a flat angled brush, I'm just going to fill in my brows. So now it's time to start working on my eyes. First thing I'm gonna do is to put on some white eye color, and I'm just using the white eye pencil from LA Colors. This doesn't have any shimmer or glitter whatsoever, and I'm just applying that in the inner corner of my eye, going towards the middle or the center of my lids. And I'm just going to blend that in using my ring finger once again. This is actually a great makeup trick that most makeup artists do, just to brighten the skin. This can also act as a primer, and this will also make the eyeshadow that you're going to put over it pop a little bit more. Next thing I'm gonna do is to put on the shade Half Baked from the Naked One palette again, and I'm just applying that in the inner corner of my eye, and I'm using the brush that came along with the Naked One palette. Next, I'm going to put on my Estee Lauder Double Wear Stay in Place Shadow Cream, and this one is in Precious Jade. I love this shade because it goes well with any skin tone. So I'm just going to use my finger and apply that on the outer corner of my eyes, going to the center of the lids. Doesn't matter if it's uneven, if you apply it unevenly, because we're gonna blend that with this color right here, which is the Dark Horse, again from the Naked One palette, using a fluffy blending brush. So I'm just gonna cheat my way into a wider crease right there. I'm going to apply that in the outer corner onto my crease, and with a windshield wiper motion. And then what I'm gonna do next is, using the same brush, I'm just gonna clean it off by rubbing it at the back of my hand, and I'm just going to kind of soften the edges of the dark shade right there. And then with the same green cream shadow, I'm also going to apply that on my lower lash line. And then I'm going to top that with the Dark Horse shade again. Alright, so next I'm going to put on eyeliner. The one I'm using is from the Face Shop, and this is in pure black. And this is the kind that retracts, and it's great for like when you want to smudge it. So I'm just gonna apply that on both my upper and lower lash lines. As you can see, I'm really staying as close as possible to my lash lines. And then with a pencil brush, I'm just going to blend that inward, and I'm also going to pull that color upward, going to my crease just to emphasize it a little bit more. I actually created a mistake right there because I kind of pulled the black liner outward, which I didn't really intend to do. So just to correct that, what I'm going to do is kind of blend that with my finger going upward until I reach the color and the shading and the finish that I want to have. One more, and there, as if nothing happened. And then I'm also going to line my waterline with the same black eyeliner. Now just to give the green color a little bit more emphasis, I'm going to go back and just kind of tap a little bit more color on the center of my lids. And then just to set my lashes before I put on my falsies, I'm going to apply on mascara. And here are my false lashes. I'm using the Tweezerman tweezers right there. And the glue that I'm using is from Etude House. And the eyelashes that I'm using right now are unnamed, but they are made of real hair, and it's kind of tapered going towards the inner corner of the eye, and it goes wide going the outer corner. The outer part of the eye. This will give me a cat eye look. It took me a lot of practice before I actually got the hang of putting eyelashes on myself. I think the trick really is to have great glue, great tweezers, and just look down to your mirror when you're applying your eyelashes. This way you get to see what you're doing a lot better. And then while waiting for the glue to completely dry, I'm just gonna go back with my loose powder just to get rid of any fallouts or any excess oil or shine on my face. I'm using my big powder brush. So right now what I'm gonna do is contour my face, and I'm using pressed powder, and this is from e.l.f. I'm just so excited to tell you guys about this product. This is pressed powder, not bronzer, take note, and this is in the shade Caramel. It has this powder fine finish, and what it does is when it touches the skin, its shade turns into like 2 shades darker than the skin tone. Maybe it's the acidity in our skin that does this, but it's just pure magic for me. I find it really awesome. So obsessed with this product, and I call it my magic bronzer. It just gives you this matte, very bronzy, very glowy look, and it's perfect to just give the face some shape. So e.l.f. people, if you guys are interested in changing your pressed powder's name into magic bronzer, don't forget you first heard it from me. Woot woot! Alright, so moving on, I'm just gonna put on my blush, and this one is from Laura Mercier, in Peach Whisper. And going back to the e.l.f. pressed powder, again Caramel, my magic bronzer, I'm just going to line the sides of my nose just to give me that leaner and longer looking kind of nose, which obviously I don't have. And then I am using a lip pencil from the Body Shop. This one is in the shade Old Rose. This will help my lip color stay a little bit longer. And the lip color I'm gonna use is from NYX. This is in the shade Chambord or Cambord. Not really sure how to pronounce that. I love NYX lip colors because they are so pigmented and they just last all day long, and they are so easy to take off. There, so now I'm going to use the e.l.f. bronzer. See, that's their bronzer, and I find that very shimmery and very glittery for my taste. So what I do is I just use it as a highlighter instead. And right now I'm using the lightest color in the palette, and I'm just putting that on top of my cheekbones. And I'm also gonna put some on top of my brows, on my brow bones, on the bridge of my nose, and on my cupid's bow. Then I'm just gonna finish off with some liquid liner just to hide the glue that are still peeking from my false lashes. So that's it, guys. I hope you like the look, and I hope you like the video. If you do, please click on the thumbs up button right there, and please subscribe to my channel. I'll be posting more videos soon. Thank you for watching, guys. Stay safe, everyone. Bye!